It's been good. I mean, um, last year I came here in the end of the season and I had a long injury, so I couldn't finish the season. But it was nice to start feeling, the how is the Japanese culture, how is the team, my teammates. So when I came back in January, I already adapt on the new team, and this year it's been a little bit complicated for all of us, but we believe that we gonna turn around the situation and we can do a second like a second leg better.
That's great. And so you mentioned, yeah, time off the pitch last year, getting to discover Japanese culture. Can you talk a little bit about that? Like, what are some of your favorite things to do in your new home? Some of your favorite things that you've discovered so far?
Yeah, I like to. I mean, everything that you discover, it's something new, it's something amazing. I respect the Japanese culture and everything that I can learn. I'm more than happy. So Kyoto is one of the places that inspires me more. But I mean, like I said, everything that I go and visit, it's amazing.
Can we talk a bit about Kyoto? Would you mind telling us like a little bit about your time there?
Yeah, I don't have much to say, like all the tempos, all the, I don't know, the like Japanese houses, the culture of the green tea, all the ceramic things. I mean, everything that makes Kyoto special.
Absolutely. We have to ask a little bit about the tattoo because I
Yes.
think that leads nicely into that. Could you explain a bit about, yeah, what you got and what it means to you?
Yeah, when I came here, in my career, I didn't like live the moment. I always, like I were thinking about the future, about the past, not focus on the situation, even if it's good situation or if it's bad situation. So before I came here, I had to do the 15 days the quarantine in one small room. So my mom gave me like a couple of books of the Japanese culture, and one of them was like about the ichigo ichie. So I started introducing that concept to my life, and I enjoyed that 15 days in that small room. Even was not funny, but I mean, like I said, I was like learning to be focused on that moment, on that experience. And yeah, and after that, I started, learning more, reading more about Ichigo Ichie, about Wabi Sabi, about many different uh, concepts.
It sounds like the most productive quarantine period that you could have possibly had. It sounds like you learned a lot about yourself, and that's only grown more as you've stepped outside of that room and into Japanese culture, into your new surroundings, and into your new home. So, yeah, you mentioned wabi sabi as well. What are some of the other things that have personally meant something to you, whether that's a concept or what are some of the things that you've learned about yourself in this period of time?
I think Ichigo Ichie and Wabi Sabi can be the two more special concepts. You can it's like you can yeah, it's like a big concept, that can introduce many things. So Ichigo Ichie from one side that I explained before, and Wabi Sabi because like um, we always try to be perfect, to be always happy when we do the good things, only the good things. But uh, there are always positive things. Doesn't matter how the situation is. So that's, I think, what makes you learn, what makes you like feel, that everything that you do have like a meaning.
Speaking of meanings and purpose, and also using the pandemic to discover aspects of yourself, we heard that you embarked on your studies as a master in sports business, was it?
Yes.
So can you talk a bit about that and what it's meant to you and potentially where, I know we want to stay in the present, but potentially where that might lead you in the future?
Yes, I use the pandemic situation to learn more things about football from the other side, from one side that can be interesting for me in the future. I've been in many different clubs. I can see how how they organizing all the teams, how they treat the players. So I think I can have a good experience would work in that place. So that's why I used the pandemic situation to try to learn about that.
That's very cool. Once you step off the pitch, do you have a specific area that or any design on the future where you'd like to be as far as like a role or a future pursuit?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to be like in the human side of the players, football players, basket players. I mean, don't have to be like professional players. It's so important that in the world that we live, we care about humans, and we don't really do that. We only treat the people as a professional players, and we forget that behind that there are a human side. So for me, it's so important, and yeah, I would like to be involved in that.
Probably, though you've lived in many places, you probably miss things from elsewhere, including maybe the food from back home. So is pan con tomate y jamón on the menu for you ever? I know you're really entrenched in Japanese culture,
Yeah.
and that includes the food, but what do you miss from home? Is there anything, whether it's the food or music or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's natural that you miss everything back home. Like, I mean, your people, your places. You can travel around the world, but your place is your place. I'm lucky to be in Japan and to be in this country where the food is amazing, where all the places are fantastic, are different that we are used to see, and as well in all the countries, in all the different countries that I've been. I mean, last country that I've been was in Canada. It's also an amazing place. Back in Europe, Italy. I can say England, but England, yeah, it's also nice. Like I said before, there are also a lot of positive things back there. But I mean, honestly, home is home. Barcelona is Barcelona. My family is my family. But I know they are there, so I'm focused here. I don't know till when I'm gonna be here, so I want to enjoy now, to be focused on this.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time, Bojan. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.